We're preparing the live stream. Oh, I guess we'll.
Yep. That's what we're doing.
I'm going to go ahead and shoot out the link to some folks. Live chat's open. That's fun. That's good stuff. I'm going to post it to Facebook. Boom. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Hell yeah. We're going to post that shit to Facebook. But where did it go now? There it is. There it is. There's my silky smooth voice. What the fuck? We're going to send this out in Messenger.
Check. Well, we've got audio.
That's
sure.
very, very exciting. All right, man. I'm going to turn my audio down and let you start whenever you want to.
All right. This week on the Media Virus Podcast, Uncle Ted is dead. Unabomber Ted Kazinsky has taken steps to significantly shorten his life sentence. In a bold move, North Korean leader Kim Jong-un has issued a nationwide ban on suicide. Those that defy the order will be saved and forced to live in North Korea. And new research shows that primates have been jacking it for thousands of years, and it likely all goes back to an ancestor common to all modern primates, even Maddie, Pete, staff writer Bill, and yours truly. All this, more news, 1940s slang, the infection team remembers the Iron Sheik, real talk with the boys, and just the tips, number 45 on this 136th episode of the Media Virus Podcast. It's the Media Virus Podcast. Let's point and laugh at the world burning around us with executive producer Mike Latoris. We're going to start over. BBC correspondent Stanley McFadden.
Makes me tingly in an unfamiliar way.
Grease Monkey Pete.
Damn, Big Daddy.
Here's the thing about the Media Virus Podcast. It's really well done.
And now, spreading the sage nihilism of an aged Gen Xer, your host and mine, the star of our show, the incomparable Maddie Rockdeath.
Hot damn, do we have a show for you people this week? I am Matty Rockdeath, the mattiest of all Rockdeaths, and proof positive that anyone can have a podcast. Speaking of, welcome to the Media Virus Podcast. Please like, subscribe, follow, and share. Like, subscribe, follow, share. There's only four things. All the things that we do to entertain you, the only thing we ask you to do is like, subscribe, follow, and share. The sharing part's important, as important as those two. I don't know. It's all important. Just do it. I want to take a minute and thank all of our new subscribers for their support and invite everyone to take a moment to go on over to MediaVirus.com, check out all of that awesome content. You can also give us a call here at 646-VIRUS-01. That's 646-VIRUS-01. You might make it on the show. Who knows?
Could happen.
It does. Stranger things have happened. I, again, spent the weekend or spent my Saturday with my parents, and we decided to, take them on a trip. And my mother called me and found out about this car show. Now, this will be the third time I've departed from my home. Well, the third time in 2 years, but the third time in 2 years I've departed from my home with the destination of a car show and did not make it to the car show.
Oops.
Now, a lot of times I find, first of all, there's nothing about a car show that I absolutely want to desire to go see. But my mom called me up and said, there's usually a reason. I have a friend in the car show, something like that.
Right.
My mom called me up and they're having a big barbecue at the car show. There's all these vendors. So she's like, we'll go there. You won't have to cook. You won't have to clean up. You won't have to, meaning, we wouldn't have to cook for them, clean, that type of stuff. But they still, would need things. You know what I mean?
Right.
I thought. But so I took them, we decided to take them out to this little place. I think it's called the Castle on River Road, and I believe it's in Riverside or it's Cinnaminson. And I'm not sure. By the Tacoma, like close enough to the Coney Palmyra Bridge on the river. It's a nice little place. Got ice cream, but it's fun to have like a batty old lady with you.
Sometimes.
You know what I mean? Because it's kind of hard to figure out what you're when you walk into a place you're not real sure.
Yeah.
You know, is it a walk up or will they bring it out to you? And I've got me, my son, my mom, my dad's in a chair, and my wife. And we're all trying to figure out like what to get and stuff. So my mom just walks up and just starts like asking questions. Like, so hon, can you guys come out and take our order? And I'm like, she's like, no, but you can order it here. And she goes through, you order here, we'll bring it out to you.
Sure.
Lovely day out. It was a fun time.
Right.
But in the car ride, I was talking to my dad. World War II is often a conversation. When you go to my mom's house, now I've noticed, because I told my mom that she should watch things that are more uplifting than Holocaust survivors.
Right.
Because that's all she would watch were these Holocaust survivor like documentaries.
Uh-huh.
And so, but she started watching like all about the royal family, but and I kind of got a little perspective on my dad. We're driving, he's, kind of limped over in the thing.
Right.
He doesn't, he can't really feel on one side. And he goes, I was raised in a town where there's only 200 people. He's like, a lot of immigrants from Germany. They didn't think Hitler was so bad. And that gave me a little bit of perspective.
Thanks, Dad.
Yeah, but it gave me it just gave me this little bit of insight on the jokes my dad would make. And, these were always like topics of conversation in my home.
Yeah.
Growing up, they were always talking about this. And my dad was always making these like really outlandish jokes. And outlandish, I think, is underselling a little bit, but also overselling a little bit. But it and you never know like where different people like the origins come from.
Sure.
You know what I mean? And kind of like where people's perspectives are forged. And oddly enough, I went looking for something that was I went looking for like nostalgia or just kind of something lighthearted that I could identify with.
Right.
So I went to Saturday night, on Peacock, they have all the Saturday Night Lives. And I was like, I just went down. I went down to like 20 something. And I don't remember what season it was, but I do remember the date. It was May 18th, 1996.
Okay.
And I picked it because Jim Carrey was hosting. Okay. At the height of his powers.
Yeah.
Okay. This was promoting Cable Guy.
Yeah.
So he hadn't had a flop yet. Right.
Right.
And
That's debatable.
And
But
it was the one with Ride the Snake, which is my favorite bit in SNL history. With my heated bead suit and massive amounts of methamphetamines, you too can lose massive amounts of weight. He's genius. Jim Carrey's genius in that bit. Anyway, Norm Macdonald was still on Weekend Update. Like I just picked the perfect one to watch for me. Right. And this, don't worry, this ties in because during Weekend Update, he made a joke about the suspected Unabomber, Ted Kaczynski.
Right.
So on May 18th, 1996, he had not been sentenced yet.
Well, he hadn't been convicted yet. If he was
He had
still
not been
suspected.
right. He had not been convicted yet. And then Ted Kaczynski was Um,
A math professor.
yeah, he was a really, really smart guy.
Yes.
But he was sentenced to four consecutive life sentences,
Count them.
right? And so if we do the math, and I haven't done the math yet, but if you like, Pete, you got a calculator handy?
Sure.
All right. So well, I should know this because 1996, I'm a dumbass. It's 26 years ago,
Yes.
right? And he killed himself 27?
Yeah, it's 2023.
Shit, my kid's 27. Fuck. All right. So it's 27 years ago.
I missed a birthday somewhere.
I'm 40. Oh, wait, I'm 47. He's 27. All right. Mom's 80s. Got it. I don't know how we all got born on the sixes, but
Wait a minute. You're all born on the sixes? That's starting to make
46, 76, and 96.
Six.
36. I know.
The number.
Family of the beast. What the fuck was I talking? All right. So
We're doing math.
What we should have to do is, because this is probably what they would do in North Korea, right? Is you have to have a family member like the rest of finish out the rest of the sentence. Right? Because that's the type of shit they do in those like North Korea and countries like that. You do something, they don't just punish you. They punish your parent, they punish your whole fucking family. What's that?
So we'd have to like call in his mom or dad and be like, all right, you're gonna finish out,
Well, if you didn't have any kids, like what do? You gotta go find like distant relatives.
That's what I have. Like, his aunt or uncle.
Well, I would be careful calling him Uncle Ted. You know what I mean? But we've got some news copy. Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah. Good evening. I'm Professor Mike Latoris, and this is your top 3 news update. Today, we have a breaking story regarding infamous Unabomber Ted Kazinsky. According to reports, Kazinsky has been found dead in his prison cell, having apparently taken his own life. Our correspondent brings us the latest details.
Ring, ring. Ring, ring. Who's the fucking reporter?
You are. You're everything that's not me.
Thank you, Professor. In a shocking turn of events, convicted serial bomber Ted Kazinsky, also known as the Unabomber, has been found dead in his prison cell. The incident came to light when an emergency 911 call was made from within the facility. Ring, ring. This is Bob, prison guard calling from the prison. We have an emergency situation. Inmate Ted Kazinsky has hanged himself in his cell. Please send immediate medical assistance. Authorities responded swiftly to the distress call, rushing to the scene to provide medical aid. However, their efforts were in vain as Kazinsky was pronounced dead at the scene. It's important to note that the circumstances surrounding his death are still under investigation. Law enforcement officials are reportedly examining the incident, focusing on the prison's security protocols and any potential warning signs that may have been missed. The Unabomber.
I mean, you think they were guarding him that hard, though?
I
mean,
don't know.
Did I miss the part where there was a rolling cart in the room?
A what?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
A what in the room?
A rolling cart. A little trolley on wheels that he could have kicked out from under himself.
A crash cart.
Let's see. The Unabomber, responsible for a series of deadly bombings that span nearly 2 decades, had been serving multiple life sentences for his heinous crimes. 79-year-old former mathematics professor orchestrated a reign of terror, targeting universities, airlines, and technology companies in his anti-technology crusade. Kazinsky's meticulous letter-writing campaign and his manifesto, published in the Washington Post and the New York Times, brought him into this national spotlight. While his acts of violence caused immense devastation, they also sparked important discussions about the impact of technology on society and the ethics of scientific advancement.
Hey,
Despite
Pete,
the
could you read
motivation,
that
what?
just a little bit more boring?
That's not what I'm going for. I'm
Oh,
just trying to read it.
I thought you were going for boring. I was dozing off.
I could really go Ben Stein on you if you want. Despite the motivations behind his crimes, the Unabomber's legacy will forever be tainted by the pain and the suffering he inflicted on innocent lives. Can't do music. As the investigation into Kazinsky's death continues, authorities will be working tirelessly to determine the circumstances that led to this tragic event. We will keep you updated as more information becomes available. I don't know what transition jingle is.
Thank you, Pete, for that update. We'll be sure to bring you more on this developing story as it unfolds. In the meantime, let's take a moment to reflect on the lives affected by the Unabomber's acts of violence. Stay tuned for more news after this short string of jokes and inappropriate comments.
So real quick, I just want to interrupt everything. I just got some great news. I'm not going to give out names or dates or details, but I'm fucking super happy. And I just want, I'm hoping that the person that I'm happy about sees this, and that's it.
Okay.
You can get right back to our regular business. Now, we were talking about, I didn't do Ted Kaczynski's. All right, go ahead. What were the jokes we're going to make?
I was counting on you, brother.
Well, I mean, I feel like he did the government. He had like stage 4 cancer, didn't he?
Yeah, I think he was in bad shape, and really the bottom line, if he's saving us a couple of bucks, I think that's not a bad thing, isn't it?
Right, and I mean seriously, how hard do you guard a decrepit like cancer patient?
Yeah, I mean, you don't want him.
You're going to get lax.
Yeah,
I mean, you don't make his oxygen line very long.
I'm just.
That's brilliant, Pete. Write that one down. I'm sure nobody ever thought of that. Hey, he can't move the tank, shorten the hose.
I can just see Ted Kaczynski now, like, outside his cell, like trying to stretch to reach the fucking water fountain. Like,
I just need to get to the stainless steel toilet.
Oh, that would be horrible. That'd be terrible.
So, like I said, I had a hard time before we started taping. I had a hard time trying to tie what I was talking, what I kind of, the story I wanted to share about, taking my parents out and tying it into like, how do I segue from that into the Unabomber?
Right.
I think I did a great job.
Absolutely.
I did. Anyhow, maybe not the best job, but a good one. But I was having a hard time earlier. So I turned to AI as soon as I got the show sheet. And I know I saw that you could like just put a link into AI.
Yeah.
And it'll, for the news story thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, or the chat GPT.
Mm-hmm.
So I did copy and paste the show sheet and the way you had everything typed up.
Right. And
put that into AI. I said, write a monologue for this show sheet.
Right.
And in our A block, we're diving right into the top 3 news stories that have been making waves. First up, it's a somber one. Uncle Ted is dead. We'll unravel the impact of his passing, the legacy he leaves behind, and the void he's left in our hearts. Because of course, AI has no idea who Uncle Ted is.
Right.
AI didn't follow the link because it was a copy paste job.
Right. So what else you got? Do they transition into my next story well?
Well, no. Moving on, we're talking about the UN banned suicide. Because you just put UN. So he took that as the UN. The UN banned suicide. Buckle up, folks, because we're diving deep into the implications, the debates, and the emotions surrounding the contentious topic. Brace yourselves for a heated discussion. Host's tone shifts, becoming more lighthearted. Oh, no, that's supposed to be for the next one. Oh, yeah, because I'm supposed to be introducing all three stories. And finally, we'll take a trip down memory lane with our segment on pug pullers from way back. Oh, nostalgia. We'll share tales, anecdotes, and maybe even a few embarrassing moments from those golden days.
Why am I hearing Rick D's voice in my head?
But before we jump into all that, let's give a shout out to our amazing sponsor of tonight's top 3 teaser, the hottest 100 women. Head over to Facebook and Instagram to get your daily dose of the beauty and inspiration you won't want to miss out. There's more, but I'm going to hold on to it.
All right, and I'll move on to the story about Un while we're there.
Not the UN.
Right. Kim Jong-un.
Things are going well in North Korea.
Yeah, our next story takes us to North Korea, where a surprising decision has been made. According to a report from Business Insider, North Korean leader Kim Jong-un has issued a ban on suicide in the country after witnessing a sharp increase in suicide rates. The move comes as part of his ongoing efforts to address the mental health challenges faced by the nation's citizens. Experts say that the ban on suicide is unprecedented, marking a significant departure from the North Korean regime's traditionally tight control over its citizens' lives. Reports suggest that the decision was prompted by a skyrocketing number of suicides, indicating a concerning mental health crisis within the country. While specific numbers remain undisclosed, it is believed that the rising suicide rates have alarmed Kim Jong-un and prompted him to take swift action. The ban on suicide is seen as an attempt to combat the underlying issues contributing to the growing problem, including economic hardships, social pressures, and the isolation experienced by many North Koreans. In response to the ban, the North Korean government is reportedly implementing various measures to promote mental well-being and provide support to those struggling with depression.
I think maybe some food. Food would help their mental well-being.
The regime aims to bolster mental health services, raise awareness about the importance of seeking help, and create an environment where individuals feel safe discussing their struggles without fear of repercussion. Critics, however, remain skeptical about the effectiveness of such a ban within the tightly controlled society. They argue that addressing the root causes of mental health issues, such as poverty and human rights violations, is crucial to achieving a long-term change. You don't say. Nonetheless, this unexpected move by Kim Jong-un is seen as a step towards acknowledging the mental health challenges faced by the North Korean population. It highlights the growing recognition of mental well-being as a critical aspect overall in societal development. That's all for now. Try not to off yourself.
So, again, I turned to AI. This was yesterday. And I was like, I put this story in and said, write 3 jokes about this story.
Dude, did it have a heart attack?
Here we go.
Ready? Kim Jong-un banned suicide in North Korea. Apparently, he wants to be the only one in the country who can cause a mass drop-off in population.
That's pretty good.
It is. Joke number 2. Kim Jong-un is cracking down on suicides in North Korea. I guess he finally realized that having a dying population is not the best way to maintain control. Okay. All right.
Serviceable.
It's serviceable. Third one's not as good, but I'm going to try and deliver it. All right, I'm going to try and bring it home. Okay. Kim Jong-un called suicide an act of treason against socialism. I guess he wants everyone to suffer equally under the regime, whether they're alive or not. It came out better than it listens better than it reads.
Yep.
So those are the AI jokes.
I think I think they pale in comparison to mine.
Oh. I mean, I don't know. It's I was looking for shit while you were doing your jokes.
Right. No, I get it. But mine was in a bold move, North Korean leader Kim Jong-un has issued a nationwide ban on suicide. Those that defy the order will be saved and forced to live in North Korea.
I laughed heartily. I had my sound down. Thank God I had my sound down. I did laugh. I did laugh wholeheartedly at that one. But how do you? Okay, so you're going to see a drop in suicide rates and a significant spike in death by cop. Because what are your choices? You understand what I'm saying to you?
If you commit suicide, exactly how are they going to punish you?
Well, they're going to. I'm not kidding. They'll probably punish your family. They'll probably punish whoever in your ancestry can be punished.
Maybe, but I mean, come on.
I mean, what do you care? You're fucking dead.
Exactly.
Your problems are over.
And then they'd kill
You know what I mean?
themselves. I mean,
It's like one of those things. Like you shame your family. You bring shame to your name. That's important.
yeah. To the
It's
age.
not as important to Americans. Well, we shame ourselves every day.
Speaking of shaming yourself,
Damn.
hey, when I see a way to
Heyo.
position, I go for it. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's right. I'm talking about cranking on the hog. The Media Virus Podcast Network News is committed to bringing you the latest updates and intriguing discoveries from around the world. I'm your anchor, Professor Mike Latours, and today we delve into a topic that has intrigued scientists and sparked curiosity across the animal kingdom. Stay with us as we discuss the ancient origins and puzzling significance of a behavior that has stood the test of time.
Told you I don't do music.
You gotta come up with.
You're
Our
silly.
top story today revolves around a recent study that sheds light on the fascinating history of self-pleasure. Scientists have discovered that masturbation is not a modern phenomenon, but rather a trait deeply ingrained in the roots of our primate ancestors.
Mike, let me ask you a question.
What's that?
Because for this story, I asked AI for 5 jokes. And do you want me to try to sprinkle them in through the story or just deliver them one at a time? Like just deliver them rapid fire when we're done?
I just have one question, Maddie. Did it ask you? Are you sure you just want 5? Because
Scientists have finally figured out
That's
when
why.
our ancestors started pleasuring themselves. Turns out they've been monkeying around with self-love for millions of years. Talk about an ancient release date.
That's actually pretty good.
Right.
So, the findings published in the esteemed journals Proceedings of the Royal Society B reveal a captivating evolutionary journey. Our correspondent Pete has more on this story.
Thank you, Professor Latoris. The study's lead author, Matilda Brindle, an evolutionary biologist from the University College London, has unraveled the enigma surrounding this behavior.
What'd you
In
say?
an interview, what?
Don't use that word, dude.
Enigma?
Don't say it again. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was like, what did I say? Enigma.
I'm
Okay.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah, in an interview with The Guardian, Brindle explained that masturbation can be traced back at least 40 million years to the common ancestor of all monkeys and apes. This reveals that it is an ancient and evolved trait. Really?
Mike's doing sound effects now.
I know. Is it bad that I was thinking about the same sound effect like the whole time? Correspondent, armed with this data, the researchers utilized mathematical modeling techniques to construct an evolutionary history of this behavior across primate species. Their groundbreaking analysis unveiled the enduring presence of this practice throughout the ages, spanning millions of years.
You missed a paragraph that has some important information in it, Pete.
What did I miss? Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. I'll go back.
They
The
dug
research
into the
team dug
anus.
deep into the annals of scientific literature. I know how to pronounce that word. Analyzing nearly 400 papers and records documenting the self-pleasuring habits of primates, both in the wild and captivity. Astonishingly, they found that approximately 73% of male primates engage in masturbation, while females lag behind at 35%.
Well, or they're lying about it.
I was going to say, really? Have you seen like the amount of devices available for female masturbation.
They do. There's a significant amount, and a lot of like there. Some of them aren't even like human penises. Yeah,
No, they're just objects. They're just phallically
like
shaped
dude. No,
objects.
there's some of them like are literally the shape of a horse penis.
Yeah, you can actually get a horse
like a dragon. They call it the badge. Don't listen. Don't ask me how I know any of this.
Has anybody seen the what is it? The half of the Tyrannosaurus body with the dick head?
What?
It's Tyrannosaurus legs, but at the top half of his body is a penis.
And that's a
Yeah.
It's a toy.
Yeah.
Tyrannosaurus dicks.
Yeah, Tyrannosaurus dicks.
I feel like Tyrannosaurus cocks would be better.
I mean, whatever. No.
All right. Is there any more from the reporter?
Yes.
Okay. Can we report? Repeater.
Now, you may be wondering why such a behavior emerged in the first place. While scientists haven't pinpointed a definitive answer, they have put forth some compelling theories, particularly for males. One hypothesis suggests that
devil.
Huh?
Devil. Masturbation's a devil.
Yeah, masturbation is the devil. One hypothesis suggests that engaging in self-pleasure before mating could help prevent sexually transmitted infections and clear out expired sperm. Additionally, it's believed that weaker males might use masturbation to quickly complete the reproductive process before a dominant male intervenes, thus increasing their chances of successful impregnation.
In other words, getting close before they jump in and finish the deed.
Woohoo! I'm gonna have a baby. Right. So hang on. Let's go through AI's the rest of AI's jokes for this. Well, according to a recent study,
there's still more.
Oh fuck.
We can still pop off a couple of jokes.
According to a recent study, primates have been pulling their own tails for tens of millions of years. It's good to know that even our distant relatives had a hand in discovering the joys of self-gratification.
Really?
Researchers found that 73% of wild male primates engage in self-love. The other 27% were probably too busy looking for a mate or perhaps just had performance anxiety. Huh?
I've never had performance anxiety with myself.
What?
Yeah, I can't ever say I've been afraid to make some baby batter, you know?
Yeah. Mix it up a batch. Jesus. Why did primates develop the habit of masturbation? One theory is that it helps them to get rid of potentially sexually transmitted infections. So next time someone asks you why you're doing it, just say you're practicing safe monkey's business.
Safe monkey's business.
All right. Well, go ahead. Well,
okay. The next part of the article says, however, the reasons behind female masturbation remain even more mysterious due to a lack of comprehensive research. Matilda Brindle emphasizes that this topic remains.
I feel like I've done lots of research.
Right.
And they do it for money.
Remains largely unexplored despite its prevalence across the animal kingdom. She asserts that understanding this behavior is crucial for a comprehensive understanding of primate biology.
Well, thank you, Pete, for bringing this stimulating report. It appears that what may have been considered an aberrant or rare behavior in the past, in fact, is deeply rooted in our ancestral heritage. The study not only challenges our preconceptions, but also emphasizes the need for further exploration in this intriguing topic.
Well, all right. Last one. Female primates were found to lag behind in the masturbation game with only 35% participating. Maybe they just need a little bit more me time to catch up with their male counterparts. So AI did a pretty good job, right? write 5 jokes about this article, and it was they were C-level jokes, better than jokes
They were clean,
I didn't actually write any joke, so it's better than the jokes I wrote.
and they were clean.
That's right.
Is more than we can usually do.
I mean, it is a strange phenomenon that it's been going, because I guess that's the evolutionary purpose it serves, is to clean out the
Well, there's that, and
plumbing.
like,
they
also suspect that for weaker males getting themselves close before they go into actually,
slam it
with baby batter, getting close so that nobody can swoop in and knock them out of the way.
So I'm the only one who doesn't think it was like, ooh, feel good. When
I mean, yeah,
feel good. Ooh, touch self.
The first thing any male infant starts to do when they discover their penis is play with it.
Yeah.
It becomes the most fun. And then like it was an old dice bit. He's like, I was playing with my dick, and then one day thought I broke the fucking thing. I was 12, and a little goop came out. It's the best toy you're ever. You don't have to buy a boy anything. He's got his dick.
All the other
outside.
Pale in comparison.
Nature's fidget spinner.
Right, pretty much. But I don't know.
I mean, I feel like it's bad enough that parents get like pissed on as when they excite their or surprise their kid, but that could be bad.
I was waiting to see where that sentence landed. If you have the urge to take part in an age-old tradition, you can head over to Facebook or Instagram to 100 Hottest Women.
Good place to start.
I mean, you get your motor running a little bit. But and I guess we'll give you a minute to go do that, and then we'll come back with the B block, and everything will be copacetic. Oh, hang on, because I got this. Hang on.
Matt's got something else for you.
I do. I've got stuff that I've.
Ladies and gentlemen, Matty Rockdeff has stuff.
Oh shit! What was?
He has stuff.
Here it is. Hang on.
And here's the stuff.
Oh wait, here we go. You want to hear the intro? I did. Hang on.
What?
Before we jump into all that, let me get to our amazing sponsor tonight. The hottest 100 hottest women. Head over to Facebook and Instagram. Get your daily dose of beauty inspiration. In our B block, a hot tease alert. In our B block, we've got more mind-blowing news stories coming your way. We'll discuss the trans ban and the latest development in the Not Dead Yet saga, and we'll delve into the eternal enigma of Bill Murray, who, by the way, is still alive and kicking. And as if that's not enough, we're taking a blast to the past with a discussion on 1940 slang. Get ready to use phrases like the bee's knees and the cat's meow in your everyday conversation.
All right.
There you go.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back right after this.
Somebody just threw something in my house.
Huh?
I believe that was Jesus, and it was a lightning bolt.
All right. We clear?
Yeah, I'm fucking with you this week a little bit. I'm not going to do that to you every week.
That's okay. It's fine. But I was like, I don't know how to do music. I mean, I can do basic sound effects. Music, I'm like,
oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, you're better than me. This dog is looking at me like it's about ready to, shit on the floor. So hang on a second.
Yeah.
What are you doing?